9, 7. Uh-huh. What is the name of that structure?
Celohexane.
Yes, it is.
Celohexane.
I'm not here. There's a word I need to hear. What's the name? Uh-huh.
Celohexane.
Cyclo. Is it cyclo or silo?
Cyclo.
Cyclo. Uh-huh. Cyclo.
Cyclohexane.
Hexane. That is a good trial. Somebody put it right. Uh-huh.
Cyclodihexane.
Cyclodihexane. That's a good trial. Somebody to put salt there. Please kill the animal very fast. Kill the animal. What is the name of that animal? Huh? Yes? Who has the name? Okay, let's start from here. What's the name of this compound? Hmm?
Propene.
Bro? You mean people stopped studying a long time ago? The name of this is?
It's cyclo. Then there is a dash. Then butane.
Cyclo, then a dash, butane. Congratulations, you have unlocked one. Thank you for killing that animal. What about this? Cyclo,
Cyclohexane.
yes?
Cyclo 3
Huh?
chlorohexane.
There is no chlorine anywhere here, so don't bring chloro. Uh-huh. Yes? This is a double bond. Already you are seeing a double bond. What's the name of an element with a double bond? Is it hexane or
Hexane.
yes?
Hexane.
Hex, like this. Hexane.
No, with the E.
With a E here. Okay? That is good. What about this?
It's a triple bond.
A triple bond. What's the name of element with triple bonds? They are alkynes. That's their what? Alkynes. So what does the name become? Mm-hmm.
Ethyl.
Yes. E. How do you read that name? Hmm? What about this? So the name is ethine. What about this? Hmm? What is the name of that element down? So this is a triple bond. and the alkynes in simple terms. Alkynes, these are unsaturated hydrocarbons with a triple bond with the general formula CN H2N minus 2. That is their name. Alkenes have a general formula CnH2n. Alkanes have a formula CnH2n plus 2. That is their general formula. These ones with OH, what is the parent name of what the functional group is OH? How do you call those compounds? How do you call compounds with OH at last? Wendy. Compounds with OH. How do you call compounds with OH? Who looks at? Somebody with their hands up. Letitia?
Alcohols.
Alcohols, very good. Alcohols. We said alcohols have a general formula of CnH2n plus 1, OH. What is the name of this alcohol?
Butano.
Yes?
Butano.
Butano. Thank you very much for writing or analyzing that. So today is going to be almost the final day for this. And from the start up to now, if you have not picked anything in organic chemistry, then you might get the lesson next year when the session starts. Now that time they'll be just jumping, talking and they go, talking and they go. Okay? So if somebody cannot name these compounds, yet you see a double bond somewhere, that this is something that forms a ring and the characteristics of hydrocarbon, and that's why they studied carbon under organic chemistry. Because of two, it can form the long chains, then it can form the rings. That is the characteristics of carbon under this subtopic. So if it forms a ring, this is the kind of structure that it forms. Like this, not circles, just something like this. So in chemistry, this is what we call a ring. And this one, if it's like this, you know that this is an alkane. If it has a double bond, it is an alkene. If something has a triple bond, it gets name with the alkynes. If something has OH, those are alcohols. OH. Last time we left some assignment behind. That's some people here are about to give us. If they don't, we shall go to soap and leave them with their alcohols, how they prepare. So if somebody doesn't know how to prepare the local alcohol, please go and consult the neighbors, those ones who make. But as for now, we have known polymerization, additional polymerization and condensational polymerization, plastics, rubber. We know all those things for now. What we call vulcanization of rubber. What is vulcanization of rubber?
Vulcanization is the heating of rubber with sulfur.
Yeah, thank you very much. So vulcanizing something, we are heating it with rubber. That is a good idea. You should know what a polymer is. What if you add small molecules called monomers, you should know that they give us a polymer. You should know the difference between natural polymers and synthetic polymers, man-made. Synthetic, those are man-made. We have two examples, that is plastics and rubber. Plastics, we have those ones that of low density and then high density. You should know the conditions for making high density and then low density. What is the condition for making low density polymers or low density polythene? Mm-hmm. Conditions for making low density polymers, low density polythene, and then high density polythene. There are two conditions for each, and then there's a catalyst somewhere. Low density, what do we use?
We need uh, uh, ethene at a high pressure,
High pressure,
a
yes.
temperature of
High
200
pressure.
degrees Celsius, and oxygen as a catalyst.
Oxygen as a catalyst. Thank you very much. What about low high density polythene?
Low pressure,
Low
temperature
pressure.
of 140 degrees, and Ziegler catalyst.
Thank you very much. So that is one person. Let me base on that person that we all know how those things come about. If we don't know, then consult the book. This book is there online. Download and read. Questions that will come from there. The title of the book is is it O level chemistry? So that is the title of the book. So that is the title of the book there. It is O level chemistry. So that is what we shall be using. Then you should know how some of these polymers are formed and where they are monomers. Some polymers, like apart from a polymer called polythene, which other polymer do we know? Apart from polythene, we have PVC.
Polythene.
Polythene is polythene. That is polythene. The monomer is ethene gas. Then we have PVC, is called polyvinyl chloride. The monomer is vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride. Or chloro what? Chloro ethene. That is the another name for vinyl chloride. We also have one which is called polypropene. Polypropene, and the monomer is propene. So as many as they are from down here, we shall. So these ones, you should know that polypropene, the monomer is propene, and they also use the Ziegler catalyst. What you form is polypropene, is used for making ropes. Then we also have polythene is there, PVC is here, polyvinyl chloride, and it is called polychloroethene. So the polymer is called polychloroethene or polyvinyl chloride, and comes from vinyl chloride or chloroethene. So those who read will get those marks. Then we have thermosetting plastics. We have those types of synthetic and natural. So we have polymers that are got by additional polymerization. Then those ones that are got by condensation. So you should know that fiber is one example of condensational polymer. Those ones are thread-like in appearance. Alkenes, mostly they don't ask about it and it is rare. So, but you just know that it is an organic compound with a triple bond, unsaturated, with the general formula CnH2n minus 2. So if this one is like that, then we don't have also the first methane or methane. We don't have that one. So we only have those ones that start from 2, like alkenes. So the first one, the 2 is ethane. Then the one with the 3 is called propine, like that. So the name comes from that. Those Then you come to is, then you come to prop, then you come to but. So the naming goes like that. Methane is not there. We have ethane, propane, butane. That is the name of the alkynes. They are present. This is the general formula of getting them. Then finally, we finished alcohols. We looked at alcohols, the combustion of alcohol. We looked at the dehydration process of ethanol. When you dehydrate ethanol, you get ethylene gas and water. So ethylene gas, if you want to prepare ethylene gas, you dehydrate ethanol with concentrated sulfuric acid at a temperature of 170 degrees to 180 degrees Celsius. The end product is ethanol. We looked at, in simple terms, what we call cracking. We looked at two different things, cracking. We have thermal cracking and the catalytic cracking. So by this time, you should know the meaning of the word cracking and the difference between thermal cracking and catalytic cracking. So here we looked at preparation of alcohols. So at this time, if there is anyone who is ready to talk, give us one way you prepare any alcohol you know from your side locally, because we want to close alcohols and we start on soap. And that one we shall call it the end of organic chemistry, and we attack questions like this. So give us the type of alcohol they make and how they make it. Then we call it lesson. So from now up to 9:40, I want to hear people talk. Who is ready? The person who consulted. Anyone who consulted? I'm waiting.
I'm going to talk about how to make bigele.
Yes. So, and those are the questions that normally come in that
First,
paper.
first they use ripe bananas
Ripe bananas.
and they add what we call sorghum,
Huh?
sorghum and sometimes yeast.
Sorghum and yeast.
And then they cover it and they store it like for 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days.
And when they remove it, they find an alcohol. That's what I know.
It is called mwenge bigere. That means they use the legs somewhere. Someone should give.
And they use the legs for what? For squeezing the bananas.
Squeezing the banana to get out the juice. Or
Yes.
to get out the alcohol.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
Yes.
About the mwengebigele thing, yeast can't be used because yeast is used in other things, because yeast makes the thing to smell weird.
They use yeast or sorghum.
They use yeast.
Now.
Yeast can be used.
Okay. Let's play. You wait. Where's Farouk? Farouk. Farouk?
Yes.
You told me they don't use yeast. You told us that they don't use yeast.
Yeah.
Tell us. What do they use?
So I know they use sorghum only, then the banana thing. Then
Which
there is
is
a local
thing?
thing.
Which is thing? Which is thing?
I know they use bananas, sorghum,
Uh-huh.
and the local grass. Some local grass, because I have a lady whom I stay near with. She
Uh,
makes it, but I don't know what the grass is called.
we told you to consult. Now you see, you are missing. We are missing something from that. You get it?
Teacher, I will just car.
You are delaying. In fact, this we are ending the lesson today. Now when will you tell us?
Let me go ask her.
You are running out of the lesson to ask.
There we are missing out water. We
Uh-huh.
also add water.
Add water.
Mm.
Uh-huh. So now, I had some people here talking. So please give us the general procedure. How do you make it? Which one starts? Do you start by burying in the ground or what?
You start by squeezing the ripe bananas with your feet.
You squeeze the bananas with the feet. Very good.
Then you add water,
Uh-huh.
and then after that you add the sorghum.
Add sorghum. Very good. Now this sorghum, is it the one that is grounded or not? Or you just pick sorghum from somewhere and add? Is it sorghum flour or sorghum what? Sorghum flour. Somebody was talking, yes? Mm-hmm.
And then after the sorghum,
Mm.
then you keep it.
You keep
You
it
cover it and you keep it for 2 to 3 days.
for 2 to 3 days.
Mm.
2 to 3 days.
And then after 3 days, when you go to check it, it's already open.
Eh, okay. So the reason of squeezing or stepping on the banana is to reduce on the size or to make it uniform. Then you add the water. Now there is nothing they pour out. The whole thing they add sorghum and then they leave it there for 2 to 3 days. After that, people pour and start taking.
Teacher,
Yes.
how does Mwangevgere look like?
Now, yes, somebody to answer. Give us the answer. How does Mangabigere look like? Uh-huh.
Teacher, it's
Is it
it's
yellow
like
in
light
color?
brown there.
Light brown. So who knows that
Eh,
color called light brown? Huh? Okay, let's congratulate those people who have given us how they make Mangabigere. Thank you for your good ideas. And I think
you're
that is
welcome.
that is the overall process for making it. Me, I don't know, but I've just heard from you. But the moment you said
Teacher, I've
sorghum,
got the idea.
uh-huh,
They told me you get bananas,
uh-huh,
you store them for one day,
you get
then you
bananas.
get sorghum.
First wait. You get bananas, store for
Yes,
1 day. Store for 1 day.
yes.
Uh-huh,
Then get sorghum,
uh-huh.
fry it.
Sorghum fry. Uh-huh.
Yes, like it becomes powder.
When you fry sorghum, it becomes a powder.
Yeah, it contains like it means like powder.
So this sorghum is
You have
in
to grind it.
okay, you grind. That's the main idea I was looking for. You grind the sorghum. Uh-huh. Then after that,
Then get subiti, subiti.
subi tea. Subi, this one of the tea.
which is used in the tea for taking.
Yes,
With it
continue.
like for 2 to 3 days.
Then you leave it for 2 to 3 days. Yes. Then at the end of the day, what will
Then
be
after that, get a midday.
midday?
At the end of the day, we can have alcohol.
Alcohol. At the end of the day, you will get alcohol. But somebody is telling me that midday is yellow banana.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah.
What is a midday?
I don't know because also me, I'm not a Muganda.
So who is a Muganda here? What is a midday?
They are yellow bananas.
They are yellow bananas. So how do you
These
get
small ones.
the small bananas are called a midday? Now we are finished. So these are the questions. These are the questions that are going to come, and they will tell you using your own local brew experiment or tell us how one of the alcohols is made. And you jump a step somewhere, that's where the marks stop.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, yes.
Teacher, what about the idea of using boats when they put the bananas in the boat, then they smash them using their foot?
Their food.
Yes.
I think that is still under this process here, that they squeeze
That's
banana.
where they squeeze the bananas
They
from.
squeeze the banana from the boat or something else, and then afterwards, I think they add water or they add sorghum, something of the kind. Somebody has told us. Then
Yes.
this tea, what I know of this tea, it will just change the color. Okay. Or to change the color or remove the scent, something of the kind. If you want to change color and remove the scent, that's what you use. It's just like these people who make it's called what, omnanansi. Yeah, those people who make omnanansi, they add these tea leaves there to change the color of that stuff, and then they continue. So this one, when you leave it for 2 to 3 days, there is no need of this last step here. When the moment you leave it there, it will ferment. That is already alcohol. Okay, that is one. Thank you for that. Guru, thank you. Who else has people have fought with them properly? Which other group is ready?
Tami,
Yes.
I'm going how to make compote.
People are now. Please listen. Mukombot is here.
You first get cassava flour.
Cassava flour.
You mix it with water.
Add water. When you add the water, do you make the paste
So
or
now
something?
they have told me that there are two kinds of mukomboti. There is the young one, then the old.
The young.
The young one, then there is the older one. Now the older one, you keep it for 3 days.
The old one. You keep this cassava for 3 days. 3 days.
No, when it's mixed with water, after you keep it for 3 days. After those 3 days, I don't know, after the 3 days, over there are some other things they mix.
Like what? Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. So for me, they have told me only cassava and you add water.
Okay, no, that is what she got. Somebody to purify that.
Me, what I know about mukombot is some powder they just buy it.
They buy the powder.
Yes, so why it's mixed with what? You don't know it, but you pour in the bucket, you pour there water, you keep for 2 days.
Uh-huh. You pour, you get the flour, put in water, and keep it there for 3 days.
Yeah, you stir, then you keep it there for 2 or 3 days.
Very good. Uh-huh. Yes, it's Shelly. Shelly. Huh? Shelly.
Yes, teacher.
Uh-huh. Which one do you know? Hmm? People are hiding here. Letitia, which one do you know how to make?
Teacher, me, I think I know how to make the bushera. I don't know if that's also among the alcohols.
You are the one to tell us. Is Bushera alcoholic or something else? Huh?
I don't.
Uh, so how
When
do you
it's
make
kept
that?
for too long, it becomes alcohol.
Uh-huh. So somebody tell us Bushera. Uh-huh.
I see.
What do you do?
You get the flour?
Which flour?
Mm,
Millet flour.
Sorghum.
Sorghum. Uh-huh.
is it millet?
Mm-hmm.
You boil your water.
Mm-hmm. Boil water.
And then you add the boiled water to the flour.
You add the two. Uh-huh.
And you leave them for some time.
You leave it for some time.
Can be 5 days.
Uh-huh.
4.
Leave it for 5 days or 4. Uh-huh. So if the more days you leave it, the more alcoholic it becomes.
Yeah.
Now, what about those people who keep them in the bottle? Can't it change into alcohol from the bottle?
Uh,
Doesn't
those
it?
ones,
It needs
there are different
sugar.
ways of preparing them.
There are different ways.
Yeah, there's one you can prepare it and just become sweet or bitter.
Uh-huh.
Sour bitter there.
It's supposed to become sweet. Sugar like helps in the making of alcohol.
You might take the bitter one, the
You take
sour
it.
one, what?
That's the one you take.
Yes.
Alcoholics.
People are here
No.
taking alcohol instead. Yeah, those are all ways of making one. So anything you keep for some days and allow it to ferment, it goes to that alcohol stage. Okay.